So yeah, let's start out with today's daily challenge. This is gonna be a weird one. We have exiled Umbra and exiled Hellhorned with moth magic and arcane allergy, as well as musical chairs. This is gonna be tricky. The scores are rather high, so I wonder what happens. But just judging from the clans and the mutators, this one is not gonna be easy. Well, let's see how it goes. Okay, we start out with Ascend and Descend in Hidden Passage and Cave-In, as well as 2 Prismal Dusts. We fight off against Seraph the Patient, Armor Fell, and Daedalus with damage shields. So, we can ascend enemies pretty randomly, I guess, with the plinks. Plinks are gonna be hard to use in this mode, because sometimes we want to plink a backliner, but if we hit a frontliner and ascend them, that would be really bad. Or maybe it wouldn't be bad. There are... well, yeah. It's tricky. And then there's musical chairs, but we want to use Primordium. So sometimes Primordium will move to the front randomly. Ugh. Well, let's see what's available here. Whenever you play a spell that would ascend or descend an enemy unit, also apply Daze 2. Yeah, we definitely take that. I'm not sure it should work with moth magic and plinks, but we will have to see. Hell's Banners, Lightstone Casing, and Queen's Tail. Do we take Queen's Tail and keep the Queen's Impling in the deck so we can cut other stuff instead? So right now we can, with the Iron Drop Cage, pretty often just ignore some enemies thanks to the Daze. Some of them. I am gonna go with Queen's Tail for the extra draw. And we have Aggressive Edible, as well as Stalwart Snack. Was kinda hoping to find Superfood so we could use Rage and Damage Shield and use that for one to protect Primordium when in the front with the musical chairs, and of course to protect and buff the eating unit. But we're gonna go with Aggressive Edible for sure, if nothing else is available. Mark of Innovation should be pretty doable. We do have plinks. Can we set up the bottom floor with the Train Steward and Primordium? It's gonna be 15 damage against you. Where do we find the rest of our damage? No idea. We could also set up in the middle floor, but I kinda wanna use the Plink and the Queen's Impling on the top. Let's see what morsels we can find. There's of course the other option of just setting up on the top floor. If we think we can deal with these guys, and that should be pretty easy, a single hidden passage at the right time will do it. These guys will probably need plinks to take care of them. That might help. We don't want to give you a damage shield. Wanna block multiple hits here? Well, we'll see. Alright, we get reordered. That is a thing. I almost forgot. Or rather, I did forget. Cave-In takes care of this entire stuff by applying daze. We do definitely want to kill you. That is for certain. The blink doesn't really matter, but getting the morsels is nice. And I guess we'll send you. Fall this wave, so we daze everyone here except for the frontliner, who will gain a damage shield, which I can't currently prevent. This will daze them enough to die to the pyre without hitting us back. These guys are already dazed, we hit the collector, so the only thing we really care about is beating the boss before this guy moves up. These guys were already dazed, but they were only dazed once, so of course they would undaze there. Yeah. Just a mistake there. And I think we want to have the train steward in front next turn. Here we definitely have to do it this way. We definitely still kill you. Do we do the blink? Guess we don't have to play the Queen Simpling on this bottom floor. Fine. Could also ascend you instead. Or use Prismal Dust to block. You know what? I think I like the Prismal Dust play here. So we send you Blink. Kill you with the morsel. Dazed one will be all we need to deal with you, and that should be good. I would like to blink, but I can't ascend the boss, otherwise we have a problem. And I would ascend the boss with the blink. Hi RS Jackson! Today's mutators are Arcane Allergy, Musical Chairs and Moth Magic. It's an interesting one. Space Prism here. Molding Imp, Hornbreak, Hidden Passage again. I'll take a Molding Imp for some AoE. That doesn't ascend the whole floor. Like, something like Vent has the problem that it ascends the units it does not kill. That can be an issue. Hi Rossum! Haven't seen you in a while. Here on the stream. Thanks, RS Jackson. I had a great day. So I'm happy to see that you can notice. Quick. Yeah, it happens. Don't worry about it. Hi Pi, welcome. There are some bad options here. Well, are they bad? They're not particularly great. Branded Warrior could potentially be good. No, I'll go Steelworker. Steelworker helps me deal with musical chairs a bit by applying armor to everyone. Quick is pretty hard to make use of. I'm not sure if I will even keep the Steelworker. Blink is also really hard to make use of. I guess for now we just fuse 2 train stewards together. That makes the next fight a bit annoying. Today's mutators are Moth Magic. When a damage spell hits a unit, ascend it. Musical chairs, shuffle the position of all units in the train after combat, and enemy units enter with spell weakness 1. Kinda wanna start purging these blinks. I will keep one with an Extreme Stone around for now. The next fight will be pretty rough. If we got multi-strike on a Steelworker, would that even be nice? Would that even be that good? Don't think it would be that amazing. A unit draft is very welcome. Yeah, you are tanky and have spikes so Daze doesn't phase you. This is a problem. I think we ascend you. Set up on top floor, Primordium in front. You don't have that much spikes at least. Let's throw out an imp. That will help. That will help a lot. Hopefully we don't have another one of those. This one is actually much easier to deal with. Let's increase the capacity on the top floor just in case we want to use imps there. Let's separate you guys. No, sadly superfood was not available. I have aggressive edible instead. This guy has spikes, but Primordium now has armor. Superfood would be amazing with Steelworker. Crazy armor generation engine. I'm just gonna throw that on Primordium for now. Can't blink you unless we first kill you with a Queen Simpling, which is not really what I want. Because then the Queen Simpling starts eating Primordium, potentially. Actually, that's not a problem if we put it all the way to the back. But yeah, we can just play the blink elsewhere. Let's do this. Get some damage in on that guy. Now our goal is to ascend the boss twice. Once. Twice is nice. And then kill the boss actually. Which luckily we can do because Steelworker has a ton of attack from eating Primordiums. And Tumbra's Salt is basically like a hidden passage, but with upside. I will take one. Fledgling Imp and Ritual of Battle. I'll take the Imp. Consumer of Crowns. Costs -3 energy per Imp unit in play. That is a good unit to scale with multi-strike and stuff. If we want something to scale with Primordium, that would be a Horned Warrior. Or an Alloy Construct. Alloy Construct might be a bit hard to feed consistently without Plagues as unreliable as they are. Horned Warrior doesn't have that issue. And the only downside are slightly lower stats. There's also potential upside. I haven't seen a Guruk's Goat in a while, but it still exists. Consumer of Crowns. Yes, I kinda wanna do that. It's just not great with Primordium. I think we go Horned Warrior here. It's probably not ideal, but it might just be the best option anyways. Let us take a look at the Merchant of Steel first. We get multi-strike. That is certainly something we can use. Value Stone? I guess. Having a free caving can be quite nice. With the Descent. Piercing and Tumbra's Salt with extra damage is good. We don't want to use it on our own units anymore. We could put the Steelworker into the Horned Warrior. We could also put the Steelworker into the Fledgling Imp. Get the effect, but saving some capacity. Let's get a multi-strike on the Horned Warrior for sure. What else do we want on it? Maybe we want Large Stone? I could see Large Stone. With Aggressive Edible and the Prismal Dust, we might not need the Large Stone. We can go more offensive. Quick would actually be pretty decent. Do we reroll for Quick and Large Stone? Was worth it after all. I mean, even Endless would have been great. So we had no bad outcomes there. Do we want the Horned Warrior to be more aggressive? Or use the Steelworker instead? I feel like the Steelworker is becoming less and less important. I'm gonna fuse a Molding Imp in a Queen Simpling. Now we do have to consider that we're about to face... I kind of hate this event in daily challenges. I don't mind it in normal runs, but do we just dupe the Horned Warrior? If so, how many times? I wish I had put the Steelworker into the Horned Warrior. If we duke the Horned Warrior, we are definitely going capacity, right? Or do we just overstack them? Put Primordium down, Horned Warrior, and then start putting Horned Warriors on other floors, use Cave In and Ascend to get them all on the same floor. This is gonna be a wild ride, I can tell you that much. Does that change anything about how we use the smaller upgrades? Not really. I think the floor of choice is the middle floor. Is that even worth it? It's not. Instead we send Daedalus. Well, let's play it anyways. That's the double Steward. I mean, that gives us some damage here on this floor. I'm okay throwing away this damage shield card. Although I probably should have played it to protect Primordium here. We overfilled the bottom floor. Whoops. I still have 2 more Horned Warriors in the deck. So if I play the Space Prism on this floor, I can't get one out this turn. But I will enable us to get... Alright, still not enough room for that. That is Moth Magic, yes. But we don't have torches. Or anything like that. Let's bring the beat down. That actually has piercing. Do we just win? I think we win. No! I forgot that it would ascend the Daedalus as well. But yeah, with slightly better planning, I think we do play the Imp. No. We still want to ascend Daedalus. And we do want Primordium in front, actually. We want the Imp to die. We do ascend Daedalus. So we can set up a Horned Warrior on the bottom that will also take out the Overcharged. And the Horned Warrior on the top. Let's also play the Imp. Maybe putting the capacity on the top would have been better. But with the Imp I already had there, I'm not sure. Definitely ascend you and play a new one. And I guess we put a Steelworker in front just in case. That won't be quite enough, right? No, you have higher attack. It will be enough. No, the bomb is dazed. Ah. Lucky. Oh. I could have guaranteed it by sending the bomb before we drop them down. Shroud Spike, Umbra Stone, Impolate. Maybe Impolate is something we want? I'm not sure. Definitely not Shroud Spike. How do we even scale a build like this? I will take the Impolate. Alpha Friend seems reasonable. Yeah, Impolate triggers Moth Magic, that is very true. But I think we'll be fine. I think we take Capacity now. So we can actually fit 2 of them on the floor before we start ascending. We want removals. Do we need removals that much? Maybe we want a relic. Yeah, I can see that. Maybe we want an Umbra unit. None of these though, right? Yeah, the final Divine Temple is gonna be pretty late. Resonant Shard. If we only had a good way of applying lots of rage to everyone. Safer way would have been to Entumbra the bomb, Queen Simpling, and then descending Daedalus. Oh, did I have room for a Queen Simpling on the middle? That would have been the safer way then. Rage is gonna be hard to find from here on out. Yeah, I don't think Rage is the way to go right now. Let's make sure that Entumbra Soul kills stuff. Do we want the Hidden Passage in the opening hand? Probably not. We want the Space Prism in the opening hand. There is superfood. It matters less now. We go with aggressive edible again. I don't feel safe with this deck right now. I guess these fights should be pretty easy. But the future is scary. That's the Alpha Friend one, that is nice. But it also denies us the Steelworker setup. Do I care about Primordium dying here? Not really. Let's get the party started. This one I am gonna keep. Too bad I have no idea which one is gonna end up in the front, so let's just damage shield the strongest one. Could descend everyone, but I could also just ascend the boss instead. Ember Cache, Gem Trove, Crucible Extension. I like the idea of Gem Trove. No idea what to do with the morsels, but the damage shield to everyone is very nice. Imp in a box, impressive battering ram. Battering ram can be a pretty big nuke, especially with the armor, with the magic weakness, spell weakness. So kind of impressive. Don't think the imps matter that much. And I don't... Hi Chuk, welcome! Yeah, I think I'll take a battering ram. Just because of the magic spell weakness on the enemies. Divine artifact? Not really necessary. No, not really. Please give me the gold. That will be amazing. Chain of Gems isn't bad. Chain reroll. Ashes of the Fallen and Impsicle? I have no idea what I'm doing here. But you don't turn those down if you can get them together and already have the Queen's Tail. Spell shield might mean that we wanna be on the bottom floor. Because we can't easily ascend these enemies. How many damage shields do we need on Primordium? Not that many. None, in fact. That is probably the best solution to this whole situation. This is so weird. What are we doing? The even better question, why are we doing it? Do we have the necessary power here? Not quite. Just a little short. It won't be better on the next floor up though. That was enough. I figured that guy wouldn't contribute much. Engine upgrade could be a thing. I don't really think so though. Tiresome climb, but important work. I need spell upgrades, right? Yeah, I do. Shade lamp, scorched steel, check strips. Check strips is about to become irrelevant, so we go with scorched steel here. Imp musters the Horned Warrior aside, saying, I will sort this situation out. Yeah, pretty much. That was pretty awesome. I want Gem Trove to be cheaper. Permafrost the Battering Ram. We don't really need the magic power. Let's cut the train stewards. Fell. Fell is gonna be a bit of a problem just because of the enormous amount of health and damage she has. Again, it should have been the other way around, but maybe it doesn't matter with the Horned Warrior here. Let's keep the middle floor useful for imps as long as possible. Imps are mortals, I suppose. Oh, right, that's a large one. Fine. $200 damage already? We need to get rid of the spell shield on Fel before we do anything like that. What did we consume so far? Space Prism and Prismal Dust. I wouldn't mind getting a Space Prism. On which floor though? Probably on the bottom? These monsters are not very useful. Nice draw. Alright, we have... No! We have this guy still alive. We can't hit Fel with the battering ram for 380. No! My whole plan. Well, we can't do that, but maybe. What's left in our deck? That isn't that helpful. We can bring in another... Actually, we can't. We would descend an imp. Because there's only one space left on this floor. Let's see what you do. And if we blink, we would very likely ascend Fel. Also, we wouldn't have the energy. What if we try to do it next turn instead? Maybe that works? Ascend Fel from the bottom floor up. There we go. That does it. We can even use the battering ram. Wretch, Last Stand and Kindle. Skip. And I think it's energy now. Divine Artifact. That might matter for the next fight. Double the health on the champion? No. Divine Chain of Gems. Divine Chain of Gems. Divine Traitor's Quill. Honestly, no. If it were for the Seraph fight, I would instantly take one of these. Scorching Restraints. That might not be bad. Concussive Coals hardly matters. Now we have another chance for superfood, but I still think we go with aggressive edibles. Divine 25 gold. Yeah. Kevin needs a permafrost. Cost reduction on battering ram. Yeah, I think that has to happen. There's a consume removal option that could go on the Space Prism, but I don't really think we need that. Looks fine to me. Armor 20, sure. Set up the middle floor. We want Horned Warrior in the front and Steelworker behind. And then Primordium goes all the way in the front, right? So Primordium is definitely not in the front position. These guys are quite annoying. Lifesteal is probably necessary on the bottom floor if we want to keep this Horned Warrior around. Damage shield can go here. That's a fine use, I think. We don't have room for these anymore. Shouldn't have gotten the damage shield on that one. That was a mistake. Let's consolidate these. No matter what we ascend, it should be fine. And if we don't ascend anyone, even better. This is quite a lot of damage we have going. Floor defense is very nice. And then we just need a damage spell to ascend the boss. Or, you know. Does Battering Ram win? Battering Ram does not win, so we can't play it. Oh, there's already... Okay. Floor's already full. Grovel, Amber Cache, Crucible Extension. No thanks. Impish Scholar? Imp in a box? No imps? March of Shields, actually. That is really useful to correct our order. And it is time that you end up in one of these guys. Value Stone? Value Stone and True Stone. Let's take a look at this first. That takes care of our defense. That, I guess, is pretty useful as well. I will cost reduce the march. Divinity? I feel like we should be fine against Divinity. I want another cave-in. Let's also put True Stone on Impolate. And a Value Stone on... I guess the double stacked Prismal Dust is nice. So 260 shards. Do we reroll here? I think we buy Purchase instead. Get the Train Steward out. Get the Plink out. And keep the remaining 50. I think Divinity might even be easier to deal with than Patient. Or we'll have to see. Let's ascend the Patient. I wanted to kill the Lightwings as well, but that's not necessary. Kinda want this Imp to die, but that doesn't quite work out. Do want the armor. You heal back to full on a sleigh, so doesn't really matter. But I want that Imp out of my hand. Let us see. This is the big one. You go on the bottom. Guess we block a hit with an Imp. Definitely want to get rid of that thing. So we can actually set up 2 of you here on the top floor. Bring you to the front, and then... That's the one with the molding imp in it. That actually helps a ton. Except now it eats Primordium. I shouldn't have put it all the way in the front. Oops. Right, the Seraph is dazed still. Yeah, non-stealth flying bosses are nice. I agree. I think this first turn was correct. We got a different ordering this time. Doesn't matter too much. Right, the large one goes on the bottom with the damage shields, with the Pyre Jumper in front. We do sacrifice this one. We do play the Molding Imp, but not all the way in the front. Put down 2 of you. Get the rage going. Put Primordium in the front so he's not in the front next turn. And don't ascend you. We only use that the turn we can kill. Let's see. This one is the Steelworker one. We descend everything. And then set up new ones. Impish Scholar goes on the bottom, blocks. Drawing into Cave in here. This is 6 units already. This might be a good opportunity. Actually not really. Do we just get another 100 and something damage? Should have put them the other way around so the welder, the Steelworker one wouldn't be at the top. But I think we're on a good track here. We definitely ascend Seraph. I think we kill off an imp and ascend you. Play this imp on the bottom. And I think we kill next turn. There might have been a way to do it faster, but... that's quite a bit to go through. I have a crazy idea. Does that work? Okay, that makes things easier. That should work. And we need 2 more morsels. Which we get, I guess, from you? Actually, we only have room for 1 more. That should be fine, however. We cave in. We ascend. And we cave in again. Wait, before that we ascend. And then might as well bring in a morsel. Yeah, have room for it. There we go. Make use of the unit limit. Because we couldn't get through these gilded wings and still kill Seraph. But if we can get these out of the way, then things work out. I think as usual we want to start on the middle floor. This is not one of the special ones, but it will have to do. Molding Imp, I guess, goes here. Space Prism, Primordium, and Rage Imp. We should probably even blink these. We can get some attack buffs. Might as well get the extra damage in here on the bottom floor. Send the Lightwing battering ram on the bottom floor to either kill or ascend the Seraph to its death. I didn't see a way to get the armor onto the bottom floor without getting the Gilded Wings to the bottom floor as well. Steelwalker, Alpha Friend. The Alpha Friend one goes on the bottom. Steelwalker one on the top. Let's ascend the Alpha Friend one. Get rid of you. I should have played the monsters first. Here on the middle floor. No reason not to. I guess now we keep these imps alive. And then I do want the buff from Primordium, so gonna make sure they stay alive. And I think it's time to collect the boys. Gather the boys. You move up. You two move down. And one boy is missing. I'm sure they will show up soon. This next wave is slightly annoying. Maybe we should daze everyone here. Yeah, I think that's fine. They have spikes, but the imps have some armor. The big one wants the damage shields. Now that is an imp. We might be able to do quite a bit of damage here on the bottom floor. We could send chains up and then battering ram. No, I think we're better off battering ramming chains. I do care about my imps. They provide quite a bit of the extra damage to us. And I think we should have it next turn. I could draw into battering ram and win. That's worth sacrificing one of these imps. It was worth! It was indeed worth. 5-turn boss rush. Pretty nice. I think we flying killed every boss. 260 shards. That might be a new high score. And if it's a new high score, it will also be... it's not quite there. We would have needed to be a bit faster on the Divinity at least. 1 turn faster on the Divinity would have gotten us past the 80k. But it was very nice anyways. If we put the Steelworker into the Horned Warrior earlier, then we could have made a sick battering ram deck. Yeah, I think we have hit above 80k before, so... But still, this is more than good enough to get us on the top 10 list. And I'm always happy with that. Let's take a look at the Alice deck. Alice went with Branded Warrior, Train Steward Infused, Multi-Strike Quick, and that is a Small Stone. Went with Aggressive Edible and Superfood. That works very well with Branded Warrior. Branded Warrior buffing Primordium with Rage. Horned Warrior with Steelworker in it, and another Horned Warrior also with Steelworker in. Makes a lot of sense. Rail Beater, huh? Grovel, Cave In. Last Stand. Yeah, the Branded Warrior Superfood engine is quite something. And then Ritual of Battle to buff the Superfood guy up. Trample? Oh, Umbra Stone. Wow. Nice. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Just buff the Branded Warrior through the roof. 5 more shards, 1 turn faster on the divinity. Fell was a 6 turn. It's not a huge difference, but 1 turn faster on the divinity already gives a lot of score. And he was also faster on Fell, but we were a bit faster on Daedalus. Let's take a look at a few other decks here. Anyone I know here? Bastari maybe? No. Ritual of Battle, Superfood, Morsel Maker. Interesting choice. A similar engine to the one Alice used. Oh, that is interesting. Went with Buffet 5 with the Stalwart snack. Endless Fledgling Imps with Fledgling Imp in it. Alloy Construct. Oh, I like it. Wretch. Shroud Spike. Yeah. I can see how this would be good. Even faster on Seraph. But only went with 205 pack shards. Other than that, this deck is extremely strong. Whew. That was quite fun.